the white is the crown chakra.
Right, and you were the ones that told me about getting the zircon for my receptor.
Right.
Yes.
And
it
you have
worked
laser
fine.
yet?
By the way, we did some testing on that, and without the receptor on, my field runs about 10 or 12 feet. With it on, it goes out to 50.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
That's how
it's unbelievable.
That's how these like Ade, what's his name, the scientist that works on these different machines that are now up on the satellites, on these keyhole satellites that send these microwave beams down in the VHF region, 250
You're
megahertz.
talking about Clementine?
Well, not the Clementine, no. This is newer stuff and more expensive stuff. The Clementine is just cheap little. They shoot it out around the moon. They fire it around a planet for the HARP stuff to monitor that. But this is a lot more sophisticated. And what happens is you need to have it fires two simultaneous UHF VHF beams into your head, and the pattern. The way it finds your head is that it's already taken your voice off the telephone through the Echelon program.
Either Carnivore or one of the others.
Yeah, and they have on the Cray supercomputers and the newer computers, they have already recorded your emotional, electrical brain set, and from that they have gotten a language, an electronic language. From every word that you've spoken, they have now electrolyzed the voice / emotional / brain wave inputs.
Which means they can
called
speak
emotional auric reading. Yeah. So what they do is they fire that at your head, and then the difference between, let's say they have a beam that's 250 megahertz, another one that's 275 megahertz. They have 25 megahertz range in there, and they'll have a guy sit in a control room, and he'll actually possibly see you if they have some secondary equipment that looks through walls, which they now are as we speak, are incorporating.
Yeah,
they'll
they
actually
back
talk
in the
to you
80s.
in your head, and you can hear them, and you'll even hear the sounds in the control room in the background in your head. This has happened to people already, and so when you have the receptor on, it creates what's called auric offset, and they can never get the reading that they need to beam in on you.
I found the fire dome blocks it too.
Because the receptor is triangulating all these different frequencies. It's basically scrambling and encrypting them so only you understand them, and they can never keep up with them.
Yeah, I found the fire dome will block all that.
Yeah, I didn't know the fire dome would do it, but I never tried it. But I know the receptor does it well.
Well, you hang it above the bed about 1.5 feet above the face while you're sleeping, and nothing gets through.
Yeah. See, I didn't know that. So bottom line is, when you extend your field out 50 more feet or whatever you got it out to, and do you have a silver one?
Yes,
what kind
I do.
of receptor do you have?
It's just the silver.
Yeah, the silver one is a good field generator. So you'll be able to play around with it. So you can then tune that into that other apparatus that you and Steve were talking about.
Well, I found
have
something.
Any disturbances.
Can I show him something, Fred, that I think he'll find very amazing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hold your hand out like I'm going to shake it. You're out in we're about 350 miles from here.
Right.
You're
you and I are just north and south of each other.
Okay. I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to put pressure on your fingertips. You should be able to feel heat.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Going into your body now. Your aura, can you feel the strength of your aura?
Not right now, but I can feel it coming down the arm.
Right. Can you feel the energy going out your body? Can you feel the white light going through your body and out?
I feel a pulse about 3 feet.
Pardon me?
I feel a 3-foot pulse.
Yep. And that is your aura. I'm feeling your aura 375 miles from here.
Well, you're not normal either. You're probably one of the most sensitive guys I know.
Yeah, so I'm just showing you that there's no limit to the aura. Absolutely no limit. And as you're wearing the projector or the receptor, you're going to find it's a lot more powerful.
I've always had tremendous effects by using the Receptor. I can actually wear that under a shirt, a business shirt, when I go into a meeting, and when I go in, everybody turns their head, as if, the old pheromone reaction, when you walk into a room, they don't see you, but they notice something.
Yes.
Well, the same thing happens with the Receptor, and they don't know why they find you interesting, but they do.
Yeah.
And if you put that thing outside the shirt, obviously, all bets are off.
It really blossoms. But the energy is really fantastic.